Hey, ShiShi and Didi, Leika and Jeju, my darlings. This is a video letter from me to you all. You're probably thinking to yourself, oh, what's this video about? Well, when we first met and we went to the mall and, we went shopping, we got food, ShiShi was screaming on that virtual roller coaster with Maggie, that kind of stuff. You guys didn't really get to know me very well, and I know because of our situation that it's going to be hard for you guys to know me as well as Maggie knows me or as well as Val knows me. I want to let you guys into my life the best way that I know how, and that's through making movies. So I guess video letter is a bit disingenuous. This isn't exactly a video letter as it is more a documentary. And every documentary needs a title, right? So I want to dedicate this documentary to my 4 perfect strangers. That's I, the documentarian Shawn Salomon. There are some things I have to explain before we get into the actual main part of it, so buckle up. First, my family tree isn't exactly a tree. It's more like a spiderweb, if anything. Trees are cool and rad and give oxygen and, all that other cool stuff, like sugar, I think. Spiderwebs are kind of scary, and the only things that are on them are spiders and other bugs that get eaten. Scary. My father, who shall remain nameless from me, has a bunch of different kids with a bunch of different women on said web. My mom had my brother Harlem, my other brother Valerie, my sister Maggie, and then myself, each about 3 years apart. I went around 15 years of my life thinking that these were the only people I was blood related to. Of course, I was wrong. I found out that there were more kids because one day I saw my father in the waiting room of an Einstein pediatrician's while I was waiting there, and there was another woman, and there was another child with him. That child was ShiShi. ShiShi, Didi, Leika, and Jeju are my darling baby sisters, full stop. But for better context, ShiShi and Didi's mom is Miss West Carlene, who I don't have a picture of, but will represent her with Michiko. Leika and Jeju aren't connected to me by blood at all because we have different fathers and different mothers, but I love them just the same. Alright, so let's get into the actual topic. When did you first know about ShiShi and Didi's existence?
I think I was in high school. It was 10th grade because I was in my AP biology class. It was 10th grade, and me and Tracy actually went to the same high school.
Tracy? Val and Maggie both mentioned Tracy and Laura, which are cousins on my dad's side. Whether or not it's through an uncle and aunt, a grandma, or whatever, I'm not sure. But however, we love the both of them anyway, so it's okay.
Yeah, your cousin.
She went to Tacony?
Yeah. She came in, I think we were in 9th grade. She came in the middle of 9th grade. But she was telling me, and she just kind of told me. It was not like a, hey girl, I have something to tell you. It was more like a, you got a sister, right? And I was like, no, I don't. And she was like, yeah, you have 2 of them. Yeah. And was telling me how young they are and how young their mom is. But yeah, it was just weird. I don't know. I kind of felt away.
And then when did you first meet them?
I met them at church by accident. It was I think it was 2016 or 17. 2016 or 17. And we were having a revival at our church. And he came and he brought both of them and Alex and their grandmother. And ShiShi knew right away who I was.
Yeah, because they all look alike.
Yeah, so it was kind of I was trying to avoid or deny the fact that was true, but she knew. I mean, she was only 3 at the time. 3 or 4 at the time. No, that's probably a lie. She was probably 6.
Right. Despite me making this documentary, I actually wasn't the first of my immediate siblings. Let's call them the Arthur Pack, to meet any of the West Carlene Quartet. It actually was attributed to one Valerie Solomon. Valerie Solomon is an anime character, straight up. He's Goku, he's Naruto, he's Luffy, he's Ichigo, he's Mob, he's all of them.
PT! How you say P! P! Let's break this stage! Woo! Yeah, Bob! Yeah, so.
Testimonials go crazy.
I was talking to ShiShi and them the other day. Have you talked to Tia?
Like
Say hi, mommy.
weeks ago.
I haven't talked to her in months.
Say hi.
Hi. Do you want me to make chili sauce for you or
You got a number?
I make a chili sauce for you.
Moun sa yo pa pale kreol ki sa diri sos fwa. Yo Ameriken.
Make rice.
Oh, depi yo ka ekri subtitle pou mwen. Ou met pale tout kreol ou bezwen.
Shawn, what's up with Shawn?
Rice.
Well, what's up, bro?
I'm on bedroom.
Chill on, bro.
She FaceTime me for?
Yeah.
Hey, I ain't even go through pre-production. I think I have a video on my phone from like 2017, 2016, 2015. It was weird at the time. It was like seeing your face, but not your face, right? Or seeing a face that's familiar, but it's not really like it's unfamiliar at the same time. I just was like, oh yeah, that's his kid. He can never deny that. Like, really look just like him, like the same eyes as him. It's crazy.
Alright, who... I already asked this off camera, but I'm gonna do it on camera for the camera. Who is more like who?
Me and ShiShi are the same person. And Didi and Val are the same person.
Okay.
And you are a little bit of ShiShi and a little bit of Didi.
That makes sense in some...
Like, yeah, me and ShiShi are. We're just the same person. And it's weird. It's like, and that brings me back to, I hate to do this, but nature versus nurture. You know what I mean? In psychology, when it's like, is a child going to be more like their environment, or is a child going to be more like who they are because of who they are? And I feel like it's a little bit of both, but like when we're all together, you see like it has nothing to do with nature.
But I feel like the nature aspect of it, at least like the environmental setup, is like really similar. Well,
I mean,
as
in
similar as
a
it
sense
could
of
be.
like, are they who they are because of where they grew up,
Well,
or
think
in
about
terms
it,
of
'cause,
like the parents that they had,
Yeah.
or are they who they are because they're who they are and we just all happen to be one person?
I'm gonna just go with we're all one person, probably. I'll take that answer. All right, so unfortunately for y'all, the rest of this documentary is for my sisters and my family. So everybody else, you guys can go home. You know, don't let the door hit you on the way out. Sorry about that. My fault. They gone? Cool. All right, you four, listen up. The sibling life is not for the weak. You hear me? Y'all have probably already experienced it, but things can get heated very, very quickly.
Looking at life like that, but when I try to tell you this religion stuff is different, it's a whole complex.
Religion is different. Religion will give you peace.
No, it won't. But okay.
We ain't got to get into that right now because I don't know if Shawn has enough battery. La Bible, you never know the day or the hour. Let Jesus Christ is going to come like a thief in the night.
Time dilation is.
But Jesus live in this morning.
Malcolm X, you feel me? They do more for you than Jesus did, bro.
Bro. Si yo te cloué Malcolm X sous la croix, est-ce que Malcolm X te ka ressuscité? No. So what does Malcolm X?
Did he not die for you, bro?
Malcolm X,
Did he die for you?
for me? Malcolm X ain't die for me. Don't ever. Corrige bouchou baz. Pas jam di sa anko, okay? Ou en led mou in ran nan ciel, map chèche ou simba wè, map tris wè.
Those are, yo, what?
But moun sa yo pa diyo yo, moun sa yo lwa yo, moun sa yo lwa yo. Those are not, there's nothing much, but I'm saying, when you think on the grand scheme of things, Jesus sacrificed his life.
If you could, and I'm asking this for the both of you, if you guys could, like, I guess describe what our sibling relationship was like growing up. Whoever feels that they're more prepared to answer the question can go first.
In my opinion, I think it was lit. I think we had a great balance of war, you know, good times. I think it was pretty cool. I think we had our great times. I mean, the beef times was pretty funny. When I look back at it in hindsight and see the stuff we used to argue and fight about, I was cracking up. Yeah, like I look back and I like the things that we've been through. I like the relationships that we have with each other. I think it's strong. You know what I'm saying? That's from my lens, my point of view. We have our differences, but what family doesn't? But I don't think our differences are as bad as could be. We still communicate with each other. And I think as long as there's always that line of communication, like I don't think neither of us ever intentionally try to hurt each other. I think things are just misunderstood most times, really. But that's my opinion. I love our relationship.
I think pretty much the same. I don't really think we had any like animosity as siblings, and we ain't really fight about much or for long. But I do think we're really close. I tell people all the time, I be like, me and my brothers, that's all we got, because we're not really a big family. Like we got 2 cousins. It's not much of us on this side.
It's really not a lot.
So I tell people all the time, I be like, yeah, I don't have a lot of family. I really only got my brothers. And I think I really saw that more at the wedding when everybody was crying. And I'm like, damn, like the whole side is crying, but then y'all made everybody else cry. And I'm talking to everybody after, like, why was everybody crying? And I'm like, this is the first wedding we've ever, we don't have, like, graduations is always us. If it was ever a funeral, it was always us. Like when we go through our stuff together. So like, I think we're very tight knit. It's kind of hard for anybody to, run up on me and not get beat up by y'all.
But at the same time, some of my greatest joys have come from being around them. Maggie was the ride or die both times when we went to Haiti. I remember comforting her when she was upset because Mom didn't come to Haiti until like a week after we landed and got there. I pretty much looked up to Val like he was my dad for a while, but I think we're coming back around to older brother. Like I'm starting to lose that, I guess, father mindset whenever I think of him. Harlem shows me what I was like as the annoying little brother, but as for me personally, like the grand scheme of things, I don't really know where I stand in like this sibling dynamic outside of the baby and, in heavy quotations, the spoiled one, because I really wasn't that spoiled, but I mean, hey, certain people, and yeah. I'm sharing all this stuff about my family to show you guys that even though we weren't raised together, we're still siblings. Something that you guys understood the first time that we met, and something that I didn't really understand, and that you guys kind of showed me.
Focus on the people that care about you, okay? Love on those that love on you, period. And don't ever let nobody bring you down. And bon Dieu à la porte.
Amen, Sister Maggie.
Bon Dieu à la porte.
Amen.
Okay? But I don't have no problems because I'm going to say, yo l'église, yo na pied bon Dieu. Bon Dieu à la porte, porte la glace, ça va le faire.
Everything should be rooted in love, no matter what. If something contradicts love, then you gotta ask yourself, why is it doing that? You know what I'm saying? And that's what I base on everything off of. Like, am I coming from a place of love? What is, is this healthy? Love and health. You know what I'm saying? And health as well. So, go through life. Don't be afraid to ask questions. And, don't be afraid to stick with what you want to stick with, So, life is just complicated. People are complicated. And, things aren't just as easy as they may seem. Just keep an open mind.